Hi, got another fun blind review here. I got Melcher Street and Congress Street from Trillium, um, and I don't know which is which. They're both canned around a week ago, 4 days apart. I haven't had Melcher Street in so long. I haven't had regular Melcher Street. It may even go back to the first ever canning. So they look actually. One is way hazier than the other one. Interesting. Yeah, this one didn't have much of a head. This one did, but it's dying down real quick because of the heat and humidity right now. Just from the looks of it, like I've had Congress Street a bunch, and this looks, I bet this is Congress Street because Galaxy tends to make beers a lot hazier. And it seems like Congress Street has just been really consistent. Yep, definitely. And this one, yep, not super easy, but it'll be fun to compare them. Yeah, it tastes very good, but that is the least hazy Melcher I've ever seen. And this one is canned like maybe really recently, only a couple days ago, or maybe like 2 days ago, I think. I wonder what happened with this batch. I just picked it up today. Really, really big on the peach flavor, but it doesn't have that thick body and pop that you kind of expect. That's too bad. I wonder if the bottom of the can will have some chunks or something, because that is very clear. I haven't seen a Trillium IPA that was that clear in a long time. A little disappointing, but a nice peachy quality to it. And yeah, Congress Street is that classic, really intense green Galaxy. This one's definitely more bitter, drier, more in your face, and just more formidable. It definitely has higher ratings. These are probably the two most commonly made and popular Trillium beers, along with 4 Point Pale Ale. That one's a little bit lower in alcohol. But the thing is that I'm getting, yeah, this seems a lot like the last batch. I guess it's just how it is. It's kind of astringent and there's a little bit of medicinal quality, but I think it's really just coming from the way they use the Galaxy hops. I used to think that this greenness was like eucalyptus, but it's more like a kind of a menthol quite thing, not quite mint. And wow, quite bitter. It's also accentuated because these beers are already cooling off a whole bunch because it's so hot and humid right now. I'm actually thinking that the best combo might just be pouring them together. There's still a pretty good sized body to the Melcher, even without all the haze. I probably should have done this totally blind in like paper cups, or at least wearing a blindfold or something. I'll probably experiment with doing that in the future. Though this is just Galaxy Mosaic. I feel like it's just such different hops. Citra and Mosaic, depending on how you brew them, they might be a little bit more similar. Even though Citra and Mosaic are both American hops, came out sort of around a similar time, at least within 5-10 years of each other. Galaxy, totally different Australian hop. It's just like, I can really notice that in any beer that has Galaxy. In terms of what I like more, I don't really know. I like how this is super fruity. It has a little bit, just a hint of that oniony thing. Just a hint of an onion, kind of peppery salad, but then really, really, really peachy, like you expect from Mosaic. I guess it's sort of nice to have a Trillium beer that has all the fruitiness, but then it's a pretty easy finish. It almost seems more like a Mosaic 4 Point or something because of how low it is in the bitterness and pretty easy to drink. I'm betting that mixing them together will be the best combo. I'm going to do Congress into the Melcher first. And still got a pretty good haze. Let's see. Wow. The Galaxy just almost overtakes the Mosaic. There's a little bit of peachiness in the finish. But that green Galaxy, and it's weird. A lot of people say the Galaxy is like pineapple, but I don't know. I guess it does have a pineapple-y smell, but when you drink it, it isn't like pineapple juice. It's like unripe pineapple and bitter menthol and herbs on your tongue. Yeah, it's mostly in the smell, but then it's almost like you marinated some minty herbs, tarragon or something with with pineapple. It's not like canned pineapple and syrup like a lot of beers are, a lot of these New England IPAs. So Trillium still kind of stands out, but it's interesting to try the Street Series right next to each other because these are very, very, very different beers. Even though they're brewed, the base beer is the same thing. They both are mostly bittered with Columbus, but just so different. I'm assuming there are tweaks in the dry hopping schedules and things with these hops. I wonder if they use the same amount. It'd be interesting to hear about those things, but they're just like really, really different beers. Let's try the. Yeah, wow. Man, Galaxy is just such an overwhelming hop. It's almost like I prefer it in blends that only use a little bit of it. There are some beers, like Galaxy 4 Point, last time I had that, it was amazing. And Double Dry Hop Galaxy 4 Point was really good. It's just funny because I've been talking about how I like these hazy IPAs when they have a little more bitterness and a little more greenness, but not necessarily if it's just a bunch of Galaxy. It just makes it almost too much. But some breweries do a really good job, like Galaxy 4 Seam also from Idle Hands is really nice. But I guess if you just use too much and it gets too bitter and overwhelming, then I'm not a huge fan of it. All right, I don't know if this is a really interesting, helpful review. There's no challenge. It was so easy to tell them apart, so it wasn't really about that. It's about kind of teasing the beers. I encourage other people to try the Streets together, especially if you can get them when they're this close in age. It's really fun.